Now, it's billed as a gated community for the over 55s, 128 apartments, as well as a 150-bed aged care facility. That's the plan for the former Coach House Resort at Batemans Bay, proposed by Global Living Communities, a new quote, pure play retirement village operator, according to their website. The development is being branded the Estuary, but some questions are being asked about the scale, height and location of the development. To tell us more about it, I'm joined by Brian Brown, who's the Managing Director of Global Lifestyle Developments. G'day, Brian.
Hello, Simon. How are you?
Well, thanks. What's the, I guess, the overriding idea? What's the vision for the Estuary project?
Well, basically, we've been studying Batemans Bay for a long time, and there's a desperate need for further seniors living. There's basically 4 villages in the Batemans Bay area. One of them has a 200 people waiting list, and there's probably, I think, 200 by our statistics of people coming to the Batemans Bay area every year, and then probably majority of them being over 55. So we designed something that gives a resort-style feel for people that are looking for something a bit better than the average sort of retirement village. They're a lot bigger units, more spacious, mainly 2s and 3 bedrooms, with a residential component so that you don't feel segregated from the rest of the community. And then there's always the opportunity to have, when you're thinking of people in their seniors, an aged care facility and other facilities that follow on.
So the idea being you can move in at 55 and stay there for the rest of your life, potentially.
Absolutely. That's the idea of it all. You move in and the facilities are there to help you live longer. So the location is ideally in a spot where you've got walking beaches, you've got fishing break walls, you've got the golf course across the road, you've got the shops just down the road, and our facilities on site are going to be second to none. The idea is to help people live longer, not get ready to pass.
This goes with this idea which is gaining traction, ageing in place, living somewhere where you can remain.
Exactly right. So we'll be providing home care. So when you get to a stage in your life where you just can't you don't necessarily have to go straight into a nursing home. You can stay at home and age in place and enjoy where you live and your friends that you've made over many years.
So a development application at this stage?
Yeah, development application's in with council. We've got meetings again next week with council to discuss some modifications and other issues that have been brought up. So we're going through all those processes. We're looking at all our environmental issues and protecting the species of fish and birds and other things in our community there. So things we have to do to gain your approval.
Yeah, and some, I guess, community concerns to overcome as well. A recent letter in the local newspaper saying that the proposed buildings are almost twice the height of what is permitted in the area.
Well, that's not exactly right. There's a 5-storey building across the road. So what we've done is a variety of smaller buildings that are like 2 apartments to 4 apartments wide, up to 4 stories in the centre, where it creates lots of view corridors and extensive landscaping. It's all designed to basically provide an outlook, a fresh air, as well as try and prevent a lot of overshadowing from our neighbours behind us.
And concerns have also been raised that the site is zoned tourism at the moment. Is that something you have to negotiate with council about?
No, part of the site is zoned tourism, the other part is zoned residential. And under the seniors housing SEP, there's facilities there that you go through the state government and get a site compatibility certificate, which we've had done. This is all to try and bring seniors housing closer into towns. You don't want all your seniors living, 20 k's from your village. So the idea of the seniors housing SEP and the site compatibility certificate is to try and bring in seniors closer to your village. So we've done all that.
And what about the concerns around protected species and Aboriginal heritage? Are there any significant areas of Aboriginal heritage on the site?
As you can imagine, we've done extensive studies. We've had the local Aborigine people on our site. There's no significance on our site to the Aborigine people. They told us we've got no concerns, no worries. There's a tiny little section at the far western side that was noted on the government portals that it has some significance, but the Aborigine people locally have said it isn't. We're not worried, and they're happy for us to proceed. So environmentally, there's always concerns with environments when you're doing developments of this site, but we've taken everything in consideration. We've got studies done from all kinds of independent consultants, and we're working with the different departments to make sure we're doing all the right things.
All right. What's the timeline that Global Lifestyle Developments has? When are you hoping to start construction?
Well, that all comes down to our approvals. It's got to go through council, and then it goes through the Joint Regional Planning Panel. So we would hope that we'd be ready to start sometime mid-year, and subject to our approvals.
Brian Brown, thanks very much.
Thank you, Simon.
Brian is the Managing Director of Global Lifestyle Developments, the proponents of that gated community for Batemans Bay, proposed for Batemans Bay at the mouth of the Clyde River, adjacent to Corrigan's Beach, opposite the Catalina Golf Club, for over 55s, 128 apartments and a 150-bed aged care facility.